So today it's a quick opinions video about flow, about lessons, and about moving on in your life. Now, we've had a lot of issues, I guess, or people have felt a lot of tension, a lot of stress, I guess, and everyone does, but on a deeper level. The way I want to describe that is your old self versus your new self. The old lessons that you are learning and the other ones that you're trying to get rid of. There's older lessons that are coming up that are affecting your growth. And I know that, and I've felt that today. G'day guys, this is Jay here from Journey of a Whitefeather. I hope everyone's well today. It's a chat with Jay, opinions and views, the Robin Hood effect. We've got kangaroos, koalas, Steve Irwin impersonations, and life lessons. So today we're talking about the lessons of looking after yourself, going with the flow, understanding your deep life lessons, childhood traumas, I guess, not being taught things, but also being affected. And you can see the repeated effects of your decisions, of your, I guess, lack of knowledge and I guess immaturity, spiritual immaturity in some ways, on your growth that you need to have for the betterment of your life. Today, I had an issue and I understood that this has been a compounding issue for a long, long time. You will find that in your life that when you actually have something come up and it repeatedly comes up, it feels like deja vu, but you've got to go deep within to understand the true lesson. Before, I would get angry, I get frustrated because I didn't have the emotional maturity or the lessons or the knowledge to how to cope with it. Also, I think understanding that you do have a choice in how you react. And that's a big one, part of the Robin Hood effect. But something happened and I've just gone, and I sort of knew it was going to happen too. But again, it's what actually created the misflow or miscommunication, or the point where I got out of balance and didn't back myself. No one's perfect. You have to remember that. But if you have an inner knowing, there's listening to others and taking upon board people trying to influence you in one way or the other. It's pretty bad because people don't back you in. And I've had that a lot in my life. But today I've realized that, yes, I have to listen to people. Yes, there's listening to people, but you've got to remember, it's like when you care about yourself, about others, should I say. You've got to care about yourself. You've got to care about your opinions too. Looking tunnel vision is great, and looking out wide, having someone to guide you, not tell you. That's a big thing, because there's people who will tell you, yes, this is the greatest thing you should have. For example, JT Fox, he's proven, but you can see spiritually what he's trying to do. Other people, mind you, are they influencing through their ego, through their insecurities? But also, is it a pattern that you're drawing in people that you actually care too much for them? Meaning, not in a bad way, but you're putting yourself second in a way that you're detrimental to yourself. Your flow for what you need to do has been influenced by people that shouldn't have that much influence over you, or the previous old self that has basically held you back.
So if you had a stroke scare, what would happen to you? What would make you get up in the morning and say, my life is worth it? Well, that's what happened to me. My name's Jay. I'm a best-selling author of the book Journey of a Whitefeather, available now on Amazon, and the owner of White Warrior Health. I'm here to help you become your best self, the limitless person you can be. Limitless life strategy. That's exactly what you need. That's exactly what I learned the last 5 years since I had that pseudo stroke, that scare. It made me think about teachings that I have learned, the lessons that I can share, and I'd like to share them with you. You want some information? Click down below, or you can send us an email at whitewarriorhealth@gmail.com, hashtag Journey of a Whitefeather. Check out my book, as I said, but we look forward to getting to know you and becoming that superhero that you need to be. It's been inside you for so long. Take care. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Make sure you step back and look in silence when this happens to you. It's very, very important. I was angry, but I was angry because of what happened and because I felt like I let myself down again. It was repeat. When it's inside you, when your mind is going, you can feel that you go, this is a repeat process. This is something the universe is saying, guess what? Have this, have another piece, because you haven't learned. Have another piece of it before you make the decision again. How do you know you've made the right decision? Because you won't make that decision again. These things will come up all the time until you get to a point where you sit there and go, I can't handle this anymore. And that's what happened to me. I couldn't handle it anymore because I know within myself that I put myself second again. I didn't back myself in. And I'll go on the other side of things. People go, yeah, I back myself too much and I make the wrong decisions. But are you talking to the right people? Have you done enough work upon yourselves and got trusted people to help you through to get those emotionally mature decisions to make sure that you can get there? Are you breaking flow? Are you too excited and staying out of balance? Aaron Doherty taught me that, to get too excited. Okay, that means you get sort of like a bit desperate in some ways. There's putting energy into things, and then there's getting desperate and saying, I really want to get out. But spiritually and universally and in your heart chakra, I believe that you've got to know within yourself that you must make a move on what you need to do. You won't make bad decisions. Everything will come to the point of what you need. You'll understand that people will talk about you. People will influence you. You don't want to hear it again because you're sick of the negativity. I know I'm going through that right now. You're sick of it. You're over it. They don't see that you're a good person. Yes, you're not perfect. Yes, you need some guidance, but how much guidance do they need? Do they need guidance? It's a whole block of basically coming back to center yourself, sit in silence, make a decision. Yes, there'll be fear. I know that because I've gone through it and I went through it very recently. But what was the fear? The fear was, okay, yeah, it could be scarcity and lack, no problem. Security for me. But also it was an influence of other people that I didn't have a straight answer. Here's my final take on this. Make sure you know where you're going. To manifest, you've got to know where you're going. Very, very important.
I'd like to take this time to shout out our supporters at Liberty Bullion, the best gold, silver, and platinum traders in Melbourne, even Australia. If you want to give them a call, their knowledge, their customer service is second to none. Back to the show.
Number 2, stay in silence. Control your ego. Know when to speak. Silence is the greatest weapon you have, because in silence, people won't know. You're not giving them the power. Speak to good mentors. Speak to people that you know have your back, but also you know themselves, you know within yourself that they are there for you or they're giving you advice. And here's another one for you. So throws one out to my coach, JT Fox, Business's War, Chapter 3. Business, getting into business or getting the investment from friends and family. Be careful or don't do it. I know I learned that. So Chapter 3 is one of the greatest chapters you'll ever read. So thank you, JT, for what you do. You're a wonderful person. And your book is awesome. Business's War, available now on Amazon and all good book retailers. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. It's been a short Robin Hood effect, but stick to your guns. Sit quietly and work out exactly what's going on. Listen to your environment. Watch what's on TV. Is there a message? Watch what's happening. Is it pulling you somewhere? Be aware of everything around you. Not to a point of paranoia. You just say, hang on, why does this keep coming into my life? For example, pink and black. I've gone that way because you'll see at the end, you know, I'm a massive Bret Hart fan. Maybe the messages and the answers are right in front of you. Okay. Watching a movie like Top Gun. Why do I keep watching it? Is it for adrenaline, or is it because this is the symbol of excellence that I need to go through? Thank you so much again, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to the Robin Hood Effect special bonus edition. If you want to catch me on socials, you can go to Words of the Warrior on TikTok, very active on that. Also, Journey of a Whitefeather on Facebook and Instagram. And also, if you want to jump on my link tree, which will be put, I think it's probably down there, probably able to see it. Hashtag Jay Stephenson. You can check out our team motivational courses, and also we have help for teachers and educators with a 126-page teacher resource physical activity manual. So get that out. But also, best-selling book, Journey of a Whitefeather, available on all good ebook websites, platforms, Booktopia, and Amazon, and apparently a lot around the world. But thank you so much again. I keep saying it, but it's always good to be grateful. And always, the pink and black attack. Bret Hart, I met him on my 50th birthday. I'm so grateful. Always be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. We'll see you next time on A Chat with Jay, the Robin Hood Effect.